Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have, because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
Get to see it because the next time she come on, ladies and gents, this sexy lady will show her face on my camera, period. And trust me, the pictures don't do it justice. The biting of the lip is sexy as fuck, actually, for real.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, y'all get to see it the next go around. So, oh my goodness. So how have your day been? Your week?
Today.
And where have you?
Day that I dropped my videos, so I'm still in the process of doing that on ManyVids right now. And
how the reaction going so far?
Excuse me, babe?
I said, how the reaction going so far?
It's going good. I literally I haven't even uploaded. I'm only doing 3 or 4 tonight. I uploaded one while I was at work, and I sold one within 5 minutes, which was pretty dope. I was actually pretty impressed with my own self.
See, I'm jealous because when I first started and I had my first album, because it took me 6 months to get my first sale. You got yours within a couple of hours.
Couple hours? It was 5 minutes. I swear to God, it was up 5 minutes. I couldn't believe it. My email rang, and I'm like, what? And, I was on the phone with one of my really good friends, and I was like, I can't believe I just got this email. I literally just posted this video 5 minutes ago. So that was kind of dope. It's been really nice to be received well.
But shoot, I mean, to be honest with you, for the work you had put in as far as your marketing and promotion and building anticipation to drop stuff, it's no surprise there. Plus, looking at some of your some of you in action. I mean, it's no surprise there because you is a sexy ass lady for real.
I really
tattoo. How long you had that tat on the ass? Because the butterflies.
Honest to God, that's 10 years old and it's unfinished.
It's unfinished. What more you got to do to it?
So it's not, if you are really paying attention to the actual color of the tattoo and not watching it flutter.
I'm not really paying attention for so much. I just see a beautiful tat on a beautiful ass. I'm just saying. But
no, it does have some colors that need to be done better. The guy that worked on it, we did the last session, and I kind of had to tap out because I went into skin shock and started to get kind of sick. So 2 days after that, the man had a heart attack, and then he tattoo after that, and he moved away far. I think his mom ended up having to take care of him, so it never did get completed. But I'm thankful and grateful enough that I have some local tattoo artists that are gonna hook me up for Exotica, New Jersey. I don't know that the butterfly is gonna get finished in completion, but I do have some other thigh work that's going to get done because I definitely am into the ink.
Yes, I could see that because I was looking at your tats. I love them and stuff. Plus, it don't distract from the booty.
Wow. I feel like it definitely adds to the flavor, if you will.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of flavor and everything, and the flavor look like it's delicious. Cause you've been on the roll.
Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But again, yes, and we're back from commercial break. A little small interruption. No big deal. So whenever that happens, we just put a commercial there to advertise something. So with that being said, let me do these particulars real quick, Mama, and we can get this thing really rolling, because I see this is going to be a good-ass episode. Gosh, that lip. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me look this way, because I'm going to try to do my particulars.
Bobby, you can't see.
See, I mean, I can't help, because, your sex appeal, it just exudes through the screen, too. Well, you fans, wait till we get on camera. Anyway, welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get yourself your own profile today. I'm your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. I'd like to tell you about 3 wonderful sponsors that we have. The first one and the oldest one being the Facebook of the LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine on the web today. So go to eroticismmagazine.com. Get yourself a subscription. Get it paperback and mailed to you, or get it digital and look at it online. And last but not least, and Black-owned. Yes, for you content creators, 90% profit, no hashtag problems, and they even offer health care. And for you consumers, a new place where you can consume some hot XXX content. I'm talking about none other than xsitebunny.com. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. Plus, while you at shopgwdistrict.com, get the opportunity to buy from over 500 Black-owned retailers and shops. Plus, also check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com, as well as the BGP LLC app. And also, check me out on the Full Swap Radio. That's right, we've been newly added. So go check us out there and support all the wonderful podcasts that is on that network. So I'm going to shut up and let this sexy Italian... Yeah. Fuck that. She's not a meal, motherfucker. She a buffet. Introduce herself, goddamn it.
What's up, Bobby?
What's up, baby girl?
How are you?
I'm doing good. So tell everybody your name to introduce yourself.
So I'm Charisma DeLuca. You can call me Rizzy. I am 41, and I was born in Philadelphia, but Florida raised me quite a bit. And I'm a newbie to the whole adult entertainment industry. So I'm grateful that you've had me on the show. I look forward to doing things, and I'm here to stay.
Yes, because it's just from looking at your page. How long you been in the game?
So I literally filmed my first adult content July 8th of this year. I have been a plus size model for 9 years, though, and I've done lingerie, and I've kind of aired out my body, so to speak, for quite a while now. But as far as adult content and porn, that's brand new playing field for me.
So you basically done runway, you done pinup or what have you, and everything.
I've been in magazines. Yeah, I've definitely been a published model. I've definitely been in some plus size body positivity girl groups. And a lot of that has been fun and gotten me where.
In the picture, I was like, okay, she know her curves. She know how to work.
Well, at the end of the day, I guess I didn't always accept myself as a beautiful woman. I was always kind of like a tomboy girl. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I played sports and I hung out with the guys and I was chunky. You know what I'm saying? Back in 1995, being a fat girl wasn't cute. You know what I'm saying? We had to be funny and we had to be charismatic and we had to be,
It's where
you know,
you got
hot.
there. Shit, you lived in my town, got there. You have been jumped on, like, especially by me, because I was always attracted to the big girls. But go ahead.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, back in the 80s and the 90s, you know, nobody was checking for big girls. You were fat. And if, you know, if you were being checked on or checked for, you were a secret, you know? Most of the guys had girlfriends that were little skinny girls, but they were fucking fat girls on the side.
Yeah.
Um, and unfortunately, I feel like that still happens a lot, but, you know, thanks to Lizzo, I feel like we're a little bit less taboo.
But see, the thing about it in porn, the BBW was always somewhat celebrated to a certain extent. Not by necessarily mainstream porn as much, but just the genre itself. Because it was the first one where, to be honest with you, they kind of set the precedent for content creation. Because they were the first ones that were putting out their own. Plus, on top of that, they were getting a lot of work. They were getting a lot of being noticed by the fans or what have you, especially on the independent segment, you know, period. So it's just like when I asked a female, when you got in the game, did you think BBWs was popping? She was like, no. I was like, I could have told you, no, they were popping. They were popping since 2006. Because even with Black Tails Magazine had BBWs in it. Some of their, the girls that won like the Black Tails Model of the Year was BBW.
Well, I think the definition of BBW has definitely evolved over the years too, you know. But now there's different classifications for what a BBW is. You know, there's a thick, there's a slim thick, there's a BBW, there's a SS BBW. You know, it's just like, you know, it's different categories for us now, which I think is a beautiful thing, honestly. You know, like it it kind of sucks because mainstream porn and BBW porn hasn't really I mean, it's trying to,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, I hope that I'm around when that absolutely does happen.
Oh, I mean, it's going to happen sooner than later because they kind of got no choice because they start to see the value financially of having a BBW.
Right.
It's just their biggest problem is telling a bunch of old men that made so much money off of a certain body type that
Right.
to make them try to switch. It's either because they're not making money anymore or they're on the brink of bankrupt situation. But let me try it. You know, throw shit against the wall. But I mean, it's
Well, if you throw shit against the wall, it's gonna stick.
yeah, actually, at some point, especially depending upon the type of shit it is. But anyway, so what made you transition from being a plus size model to actually doing adult film?
Do you know this is really like a super funny story? I mean, and I'll try. Like, I don't know how much time we have. Like, you can edit it back or whatever.
You got time, baby. We have time.
Okay, so like, I am an avid pool shooter. I shoot a lot of pools. So that's a fun fact about me. Actually, I'll probably, you know what I'm saying, is I shoot pool. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Well, a year ago, almost to the day, about a couple weeks ago, Thor Johnson follows my modeling page.
Mm-hmm.
And I had actually never been with a white man in my life until last year when I met Thor. We ended up
Shouts out to Thor. That's one of the friends of the pod. Go ahead.
it's crazy, right? So like we ended up having like a really great little hot time, you know what I'm saying? And you know, while in Vegas, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck a white guy. He might as well be a ginger. And guess what? He's a fucking porn star. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be disappointed. So cut to a friend of mine, Jay Playhard, actually lives in my city. And we've been friends for a very long time. And him and Thor did Girls Gone Wireless together. And Thor told him that he knew a girl from Panama City. They start talking back and forth. He's like, there's no way you know the girl that I know from Panama City. He's like, yes, I do. And I definitely hit it. And Jay's like, no way you didn't hit the girl I know because she doesn't fuck white guys. and they called me on FaceTime, and they were together. And he said,
Small world, huh?
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely know that guy. And that's definitely how I know him. And, Jay was pretty much hell bent on, there's no way that she fucked you. Like, I would put money on it. Like, and he would have lost, obviously. But when Jay got back from in town, he was kind of pressed, and he was kind of like, so you slept with Thor, like, what the fuck? Like, kind of deal. And
And let me just say, this wasn't. Did you film with him, or it was
no,
personal?
we just kicked
Was
it.
vibe? Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
no.
All right.
But apparently I had left such an impression on Mr. Johnson that he had to spill the beans to my very good friend. And at that point, me and my very good friend Jay were both single, which is also weird because we all used to hang out like as couples.
Yeah.
But one night we kicked it, and he woke up the next morning. He's like, you need to let me film you because you don't understand how beautiful you are when you're in your moments. And I was like, no, like, stop pulling my chain, whatever. And I'm an avid porn watcher. I love watching porn. Like, I always have. It's been something that I like to do. I didn't always do it with my partner. It was always a lot of times it was discreet, and it was something that I kept to myself, and did by myself. But when we did film our scene and I did rewatch it, something inside of me just was like, damn, like I watch porn, and some of these girls don't look like that, like they don't look like they like
Yeah,
it.
because it's the art of. I tell anybody, it's the art of not only looking sexy, but making it look sexy.
Right.
Period. That's why I say it's even with the sex faces. Some females just have natural sex faces that just turn on by watching them get fucked. You know,
Right.
And they know how to work the camera. Just like the little subtle, like I said, if you biting the lip. Yeah, that shit is fucking hot because it's like I can just see you getting hit from the back. You look at the camera, biting the lip. Dude about to bust, jerking off, watching the video.
I mean, apparently it happens, I guess. I'm definitely, this has definitely changed, like, perspective for me, and like my thought process. A lot of people look at this industry as like, oh, this dirty taboo type of situation. And I promise you, I mean, I'm sure there will come a time, but as of now, I haven't met one person that has been horrible, an asshole, negative. Everybody that I've come across, I've been grateful and gracious enough to have like a handhold or advice, or just kind of throwing a bone out. And it's been really nice and refreshing to be able to be in a business where people kind of reciprocate and help each other.
Yeah, because also too who you ran into. Because even with Thor is a professional guy. He well respected in the business. Damn good reason to be well respected, to be honest with you.
Right.
Same thing with Jay Playhard. He's practically a legend,
Right.
Especially in the underground. And you got kind of ushered into the business through producers, which is the old way of how girls got in the business in the first place.
Right.
Because even with you shooting with Playhard, your first shoot with Playhard was straight professional. He had the camera, he had the lighting. I'm pretty sure y'all did pretty girl pictures.
No, we didn't, because I was super nervous because it went from us having a casual sexual encounter to now this could be something different. So when we did decide to actually shoot our encounter, it was so like, I was nervous, and I was like, oh my God, should I wear something special? Like, what should I, does this look okay? Should I wear more makeup? Is this too much makeup? Or, it was just, there was a lot of things for me involved in that. And even now, going into like little shoots and stuff, I'm still very worried about the intricacies and how I look. And, being 41, I don't wear a lot of makeup. sometimes women my age like to wear and, wear a lot of makeup, and it's never been something for me. Like right now I'm lashless. I usually have lash extensions on, and yeah, I have no, which is really weird, but I've had them on for like a year and my lashes need to breathe. So since I'm not shooting and I'm not doing anything pressing this week, I decided to let those rest, as well as every other part of my body.
Look, I'm saying going through your Twitter page, I'm saying look at this dick suck video. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a goblin.
Yes, I see, and you gobble very well, I must admit.
I'm a gobbler.
Oh my god.
I'm always told to never leave. You always have to leave a clean plate. So, clean it up, girl. Clean it up.
Yeah, because even to the point, like even the way you look at like the camera, what have you, it's just like you. To me, you being a model kind of really helped you even more so because you already know how to work the camera and look sexy.
Yeah, being comfortable in front of the camera definitely was cool. Like when I did do some scenes with Desperate Amateurs when I was in Tampa. That was actually my first professional shooting situation, and I have 6 scenes with them actually, so they'll probably be out in like November or so.
Who was this again? I'm sorry. Who is it with again?
Desperate Amateurs out of Tampa.
Okay then.
So, but it was crazy because, the producer was like, "You've never done this before?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "You're kidding me, right?" And I'm like, "No, I'm really not kidding you. Like, this was literally my very first time." And my very first time was a threesome, and I've never been with a woman before. So it was like, oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you eat the pussy? Did you eat the pussy?
I didn't, but I was a pillow princess and she was completely fine with that.
So wait a second. So with you shooting with them, was that like a paid gig or was that content trade?
Oh, it was paid. Yeah.
Okay then.
The very first shoots that I've done were paid.
Oh my God. So basically you cut your teeth basically doing paid gigs with professional companies.
Yeah, so I kind of did it backwards because now I'm doing content trade, but a lot of that is great for me because I would much rather be able to get my own content and sell it. Like I'm a legit business owner, so I have an LLC. I can capitalize on that. I would much rather be able to capitalize on something multiple times than get one check for it. So especially since I know that my content doesn't really, at this point, I don't really need that because I have other pushes. So it's like, now that I've made myself a good presence on Twitter and Instagram, people are kind of just asking me for it. Like, where is this? When is this coming out? Why haven't you put anything out yet? And it really, to be honest, it was the build for me. Like you said earlier, like I've made anticipation. I've put teasers out. Like I've put enough out for you to want to see.
When you're doing the paid gigs, they're seeing you, which that means. Which, of course, they're going to put a little bit more pressure on you because now they're not seeing you in the amateur situation. They're seeing you in a high-profile professional situation, which means that now I have to make sure that my content fits the way that you just saw me.
Exactly. Another thing that I'm coming into, because I am not an editor. I'm not a videographer. I'm not a photographer. I'm not that person. Yes, I've been in the business long enough to kind of figure it all out, but I've noticed that the people that work in teams are definitely, that's kind of where the situation that I want to be in. I want to be a team where everybody has their job, everybody does what they're supposed to do, and everybody makes the wheel work. You know what I'm saying? Makes the wheel turn.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I tell anybody when they see you at a certain level, or they see you level up, they want to see you at that level, and you have to prep for that level.
Right.
Because even to the point that, like for example, I started you with BBW Highway. You shot with BBW Highway. They are like one of the top, BBW companies in the business. Period. So it's like you're making your rounds to the top companies.
Right.
And you haven't been doing this for girl wise, porn wise, less than a year.
I've been doing it less than 2 months, bro.
Yeah, what I'm saying. So think about it. You done shot 6 paid gigs, Play Hard, and BBW.
Oh, I've done way more than that. I mean, Oh,
I mean, how often do you shoot?
huh? I'm sorry, I'm outside. That's terrible.
It's all good. See,
Hopefully,
I can talk to people, damn it, driving in the car. I talk to people
oh,
getting their pussy ate while we recording. I mean, yeah. But anyway, so I mean, how often do you film?
well, when I was in Vegas, I did quite a bit of content. I shot with Puerto Rock. I shot with Chris Cardio and Blush Erotica. I actually did 2 scenes with Blush Erotica. I did a threesome with Chris and Pink Blush, and then a one-on-one with Chris Cardio. I shot with Cameron Congo, and I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, Mr. Sticks.
Yeah, he's always a mainstay in the business.
Yeah, Mr. Sticks. And everybody, like I said, I was supposed to do a scene with Sean Dam, but unfortunately, our location, the air conditioner, was not working. And
yeah, and you in Vegas, that's not a good thing.
yeah, and if you see my scenes or if you see my teasers, I'm a sweater.
No, I find that sexy as hell though, because especially when your hair get wet, it just makes the scene even more hot. It's just like certain little small things make the scene even more sexy.
Well, it's funny because after we got done with my one-on-one with Chris Cardio, him and Charles said, I didn't know it was possible for a girl to look better when she sweats. And,
Yeah, like when I see the wet hair, I just like, ooh, damn.
Chris was like, "Don't be offended by that." I was like, "I'm not." I'm like, "I'm so I'm so not. I'm incredibly flattered by that. Thank you."
So now that because when it comes to as you move further in this business,
Right.
because you would cut your teeth at a high level, now
Right.
the process of what a lady that's coming in as an amateur versus you to pick what male talent that you would work with, what would they have to bring to the table for you to do content trade?
For a male,
Yeah.
for a male to do content trade with me, obviously they'd have to be in the game for a long time. They'd have to have a bigger following with me than me, and not only that, but they'd have to push like I do. I hate seeing people lazy that don't push their own work or, don't aren't actively marketing. And I know at some point you get to the place in the industry where you really don't have to market your stuff, but you still need to make yourself a presence. I don't want to work with somebody that is great in the industry and has 17,000 or 150,000 followers, but they don't ever post anything. Like if you don't post on Twitter and you don't post on Instagram, that does nothing for somebody new like me. It builds your library and you have another scene because you have so many people that already follow your many vids or your whatever accounts that you have, but that doesn't help me out as a new girl in this business. So even if somebody does have a bunch of followers, that doesn't necessarily mean I'll do a content trade with them.
Yeah, because it's a lot of times you have to think about your brand.
Right.
Whether you just come in the business, you've been in the business for years. And your brand encompasses also the male talent that you work with.
Right.
Because it's not only that you want to, he has to bring something more than just a big dick and
Yeah.
cute.
And
because
big on chemistry too. Like if you and I are having a conversation about doing content and you're dry and it's like, sure, I don't care what you wear. I don't care about what kind of scene it is. We can gonzo. We can blah. I'm not really an actor. I don't really do skit. If you have no creativity and you're dry like that, first of all, our chemistry is not going to be okay when we're on camera. Second of all, I don't want to shoot with you. If you have no excitement to shoot with me, that's not going to make me better. It's not going to create itself eventually. I'm really big on that. Like I'm big on energies, and that goes for shooting scenes as well.
So from the paid gigs that you have done, what are some of the things that you took from those gigs that you applied to now your content? You shooting your own content.
I think the professionalism for me is most important. Um, the professionalism, and then obviously the finished product. Um, I think that's the most important, and that's what. And also, when you're doing stuff with these bigger companies, you need to listen to what these people are telling you. Like, don't take any advice that they give you by the wayside or constructive criticism by the wayside, because I feel like a lot of these producers and a lot of the male talents, they want you to be better. So for them to actually be giving you breath and telling you things, you should be paying attention to that. And I feel like I've benefited from being a listener.
Now, also, which I know you from filming. Filming is not as easy as people think.
No, it's not.
It's a lot of work, not just on
Camera
the physical,
awareness.
also the mental.
Camera awareness is a bitch too, because you
Yes.
can ruin a scene if your hand is in the way, or vice versa. Like, because I'm huge on I want two hands on me at all times. So like, I remember one scene, I was giving a blowjob to Gemini Teddy Bear, and he was standing there, kind of arms at the side, like y'all are supposed to be doing. And I just took his hands and I just put them on my face, and I'm like, kind of ruined the shot or whatever, but it was also hot at the same time. But like, it's like, you got to remember that they want to see that.
It's the way they use their hand. Like, because I always talked about this. You use your off-camera hand to
Right.
to move her hair, to hold her hair. Even if you do two hands, you place your hands upon her head to where, especially let's say you down on your knees and I'm face fucking you. I put both my hands to where it's over top of the crown of your head, to where it's not covering your face, and
No,
it's not straight. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm a brat, Bobby. I like what I like.
Oh no! I mean, if you put my hands there, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm
Right?
sorry.
Why would I move them there?
Do it.
She put those where she wanted them to be.
So shoot. So from your repertoire, what? Okay. Like, do you do anal?
I don't. It's not for lack of trying. I would love to be that girl. It is fucking airtight down there, bro. I'm trying to figure that out.
Don't do sex life. Don't. No.
Yeah, see, no, but butt play is okay for me. I like butt play, but no, I just can't. I've tried. I've tried with part. I tried.
Big ass.
It's not happening. It's not. With that being said, though, I will be walking around Exotica, New Jersey with a unicorn butt plug-in. So be looking for the BBW unicorn at Exotica.
Yeah. But the thing of it is that the biggest conundrum that girls run into also is comfortability versus overdoing it. And what I mean by that is, okay, females must expand their repertoire on the sexual end when it comes to porn.
Right.
But not to the detriment of your comfortability and your mental stability.
Facts.
So it's kind of like, because of course, as we know, porn is becoming a little bit more wilder, a little bit more untamed for what the fans looking for, from BDSM to vomiting that became a thing, gaping and stuff like that. So a female must be able to navigate the waters of porn to where she can give them what the people want, but at the same token, she doesn't sacrifice her comfortability and, how can I put this, and her, like I said, her mental stability of it.
Well, at the end of the day, I always discuss boundaries before I even decide that I'll do a scene with somebody. I always talk about boundaries. My boundaries personally are no anal, butt plays okay, and no, you can't spit in my mouth or on my body unless you're trying to loop it up down there. And I'm no extra bodily fluids, different bodily fluids. I'm not into that. Now, if I just so happen to throw up, because I'm sucking your dick so damn good. I'm letting that out. I'm not swallowing it. So it's coming out on camera. Now, whether that's edited out or we keep it, that's up to us.
No,
But
my ass, I'm like, no, we keeping that. No,
we
don't
keep
stop.
that shit.
As long as it ain't chunky. As long as it ain't chunky, we good.
Oh,
As long as it ain't no chunky shit, we good.
it's like one of those, you think about it too. You're like, I can't do it.
So what about gangbangs?
You asked the best questions, Bobby. So I actually do have a gangbang that I'm planning.
Okay.
In my wedding dress, actually. I never wore my wedding dress. My ex-fiance and I broke up about 2 months before we were to be married, and I never did have the opportunity to wear it. So I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna get fucked in it really good, and then I'm gonna burn it, and I'm gonna send them the ashes.
That is a revenge fuck for your
You know, I really think that I'm gonna put a copy of the scene in there too, just on DVD or something. Just be like, here, this is for you.
Now, you got to have a storyline leading up to it. Now, it can't be you just starting off in the wedding dress. Because I remember watching a gangbang where this girl was in a nun outfit, and this is the other thing that I said that pointed to get back to. We need to get back to storytelling.
Storytelling. I agree with you, though. I agree with you.
It's like she didn't do nothing nunnish. It was just they just started fucking. I was
Like,
like,
wasn't like
yeah, I'm like, you didn't have these dudes lined up and you got the ruler like a damn, nun supposed to be. Like, you boys ain't shit, you bad. Whip your dicks out.
Right, I'm to smack you.
Because I'm sorry, it's kind of like,
No, there definitely will be like a preamble. Like, I'll probably be like crying in a corner or something.
You got you. It's okay.
It's okay. What can we do to help you? I'm like, well, you guys could all just fuck me really good. That would be great.
Oh my goodness.
So that's the plan. I'm hoping. I'm not going to speak it into existence because I have had 2 really awesome male talents agree to do this. So I'm not saying who they are because I'm one of those people, like, I feel like if I put it out in the universe, it gets ruined by the universe. So I'm just going to wait till y'all can see what happens next.
Well, I can't wait to see what goes down with that because you look like you're going to be a happy camper with all that dick around you and come in the face.
Everywhere. When here, it's fine.
So now we get to the part of the show, people. Y'all know what it is. Where the pussies go dry, the dicks go limp. Let's talk about the business. Then we get back to the fun. And one of the things that I don't know if you was doing, did you turn your modeling into a business? Meaning that people can buy stuff from you, such as like your calendars and stuff like that. Which means that if you didn't, that means that now you went into, putting out your own content, having to put it up on sites, editing it, the whole nine, basically generating sales. And from the little time that you have, what's some of the things that you do to when sales, you plan to do when sales go down? Because it's going to be the ups and downs. We know that we're in the business of sales,
Well,
period.
you always have to keep a customer or a supporter happy. I think that I do a pretty good job with that with my OnlyFans. I do send them teasers, they get shower videos, different things like that. And actually I've kind of been slacking on OnlyFans, so I'm really, really sorry, guys. I've just been I really have trying to get back from being in Vegas for 10 days and trying to get back because I actually have day jobs. So I do that too. I have so many hats that I wear. That's just one of the things, just trying to get that all together. I mean, and the editing. Oh, Bobby.
Welcome to my world.
I fucking hate here. I do. That's the one thing about this and I think I'm the worst person to edit my own stuff because I'll be like, ew, I don't like my face there. Or, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm nitpicking at the things that don't even fucking matter. And it's so self-conscious. And I'm not that person. So I really think that's why I said it goes back to me hoping and wishing that I get with a team that can do all those types of things. But as far as like, I am legitimizing this business. You know, my LLC is Plush Enterprises LLC. It's crazy because I'm an actual esthetician and I have a DBA for my aesthetics business, but my main LLC number is Plush Enterprises and sounds perfect for porn.
And this model flex, this subtle flex was brought to you by Rizzy.
But you know, did anything cool like with my, you know, my modeling? I never did I probably will definitely do a calendar. I think that that's a great idea as far as marketing and making money. And I never did it with any of my modeling, which I probably should have. I've been doing it for so long, but I just never did it. And I will start selling like my lingerie and my pieces from my shoots. So once, you know, I get my videos up and stuff like that, I'll go ahead and I'll put stuff up on OnlyFans and on Instagram for people to purchase.
I do have a request though.
Okay.
When your next, can we get some heels?
Can you get some what?
Some heels. Some heels.
Do I have one with heels? I do have one with heels.
Because I know they ass and them legs are a little sexy in some heels. That's just me. Because I'm old school, you know. I would kind of do
like heels and the nylons. That's your thing.
Yeah. Cool. But see, even to me, it like I said, the new nuances. Because even to the point, like if she started in the heels, we stayed in the heels the whole scene. You know, period. And just certain positions that she did sexually with the heels on looked better than it would if she was barefooted.
Facts.
You know, period and stuff.
Heels elongate the ankles and the leg. I mean, they definitely make, especially for thicker women and women with chubby ankles, because I really have an ankle problem sometimes, especially since I work so hard during the week. I'm on my feet constantly. So by the time it's shoot time on a weekend or something or on a vacation, my poor ankles are swollen to death, you know? So heels do help make it look a little bit.
And plus, you ain't gonna be on your feet for so long. I try to remind the girls. Trust me, I understand standing in them damn heels could be a pain in the ass, but you ain't gonna be on your feet for so long, you know.
Well, I'm also a fucking damn near a midget, so I'm 5'2", so it does sometimes help my counterparts, especially if they're tall and like tall. It helps them get up in there a little bit better if I got some heels on.
Such a
but you know, most of the guys that I've dealt with in this industry are not tall.
No, you're not gonna find a lot of tall guys that do porn. No, it's. I was wondering about that. You don't see a lot of tall dudes.
You don't.
Not really.
And I mean, it's not, you know, for me, it's not a big deal because I'm 5'2", so it's like not a thing for me. But I can see, you know, a lot of BBWs are tall, like they're 5'8", 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? They're big women, so it's kind of funny to.
I was taller ones because I was 5'10".
Yeah, you are taller than 5'10" is tall. I think. I don't even know who the tallest person is at this point for me. I don't know, but I have really great collabs coming up for New Jersey, so I'm excited for that too.
And I hate that I'm not going to be able to make it because I had so many people wanting me to come up there. I could have did so many interviews, but Monty's.
I know that.
Maybe next time. I swear, next time and stuff. So, but good night. So, are you into BDSM?
I am. I'm actually a switch. I'm training to be a dome. I've taken lessons. I've done a couple things for that, but I really like to sub.
Speak to my dom side. I swear.
You know, but you know, a lot of men like really aren't. A lot of men in my arena. You know, the black men aren't really into much BDSM. You know, you really have to search for them. And I'm not talking about just flogging me. Like I like intricate BDSM. Like, I want all the things. I want the violet wand. I want, you know, the blindfold me, take my sensory away, like handcuff me, all the things.
So
So
are you trying to say you a pain slut?
not really a pain slut because I'm kind of a medium bottom because I don't want you to beat my ass. You know, I like to be spanked, but don't bruise like
So
baby bruise.
it's you're not a pain slut. You're more of a, I can
I'm more
say,
of a sophisticated,
brat.
like
You're not a
I'm
brat. More like a princess.
not really a princess either. I can take a beating now. I just don't want you to bruise me at all.
It's like, put it this way. You're what I would call a worship sub, where it's like you're not a pain slut, but you're not a brat nor or a princess. You get what I'm coming from? It's like you're
I'm
submissive with some heart with some limits per se.
and I'm a little bit of a brat. A little bit.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is I was sensing brat with you. Like you want to be spanked but coddled at the same time.
Right. Well, I'm one of those that if you spank me, I need you to do the extra, the nice after. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah, yeah.
so like and then I'm definitely into the whole safing after that. Like I don't know, like a lot of people don't know that there's like rules to BDSM. Like after
Yeah.
a session like that, you're literally supposed to have a quiet time and like a come back together time and like so because whatever you lose when you're subbing, you know what I'm saying, you need to rebuild that and reheal that. Like it's like the whole thing.
Yeah. It's I think a lot of people are fake subs and doms. They
Right.
don't understand the dynamic of a sub or even master and slave if you really want to go there.
Right.
Period. What it means to be collared. They don't understand that dom never chooses the submissive always chooses the dom. Because the submissive has, and I've had this conversation even with women that were submissives. I said, no, submissives are the most powerful in the dynamic because it takes more power to submit than it does to be a dom. Because that
Right.
means this person is giving up themselves for service to this person. And
See,
that's the
for
most.
me, I think it's because I'm such a boss in my everyday life. Like I am in control all the time. Like I run a bar, I run my own business. I raised 4 boys. I feel like because I've had to be that all the time, it's nice for me to be able to step into that situation in the bedroom and be able to submit. That's my release. That's my ecstasy.
Shit, you on the bar. Shit, I'm pretty sure the patrons on the page be trying to holler at you hard. Like, where your boss at? I want her to serve me. Where your boss at? But see, now also add to it the balancing act because now you're chasing the adult film industry. You run your own business. Find the time to film, edit, as well as when you're running your own business outside of porn. It's a different level versus you just working for somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you do the balancing act? And when do you give yourself me time?
Honest to God, Bobby, I'm still trying to figure that out because it's still so new. So I do feel a little depleted and I do feel a little like, okay, it's very hard right now for me to kind of prioritize what I got going on. You know, my aesthetics business isn't doing incredibly great right now just because it's so oversaturated in the area that I live in. So I really think that I'm going to make that take a back burner right now. And I'm going to do that on the side. And then obviously I'm going to concentrate on what is going to be making me the most money. And that is this adult entertainment thing that I put my foot in that apparently likes me back. So, I'm probably always going to run a bar or tend a bar. I mean, I've run bars and clubs forever. I've met some of the coolest people and actors and performers. So like, you know, I just feel like this is cool, and this is maybe my time to be that shine.
Yeah, because even to the point that, damn, boy, you look good sucking the dick. I'm sorry. Did you go with that tongue? I wish y'all could see this girl. But the
They
thing about
I am.
say what?
They knew who I am. They've been watching.
So but also the fact that you got into the game, because I remember back in the day, they used to have the argument of age. And it's funny how this day and age, you're on par of females that get into business and being successful. Because it's a lot of older women that's doing it, that's coming in, and not a lot of young girls.
But you know what, though? Older women in my age bracket, we are fine as fuck. Do you hear me?
Yeah, but it ain't what's 40 used to be.
I look at some of these 20-year-old women, and I'm not talking about in porn. I'm talking about in my daily life. And I'm like, damn, girl, you're 26? That's sad. That's sad. You're 26 and you look like that. I am 41 and I look 10 years younger than you. It's very upsetting.
People, it's the market of the MILF is huge, you know, period. Because we like older women, you know.
Right.
It's just all it is to it. And plus, like I said, 40 in 2022 is not 40 when I grew up, because you can't tell the young ones from the old. And the old ones look younger than the young ones.
That's true.
You know, because even with you, would have never guessed 40. Honestly, like mid-30s at best. That's just because I know that a lot of females get in the game around that time.
Well, a lot of people are surprised when I tell them I have 22-year-old twins. They're like, no, you fucking don't. I'm like, yeah, I definitely have 22-year-old twins. They're definitely walking around being assholes just like other people's 22-year-old kids. Like, they're definitely there.
So I'm gonna ask you this: are you into the swinging lifestyle, poly, any of that?
So you know what's crazy is I'm not, but if I'm ever to move forward into a monogamous relationship, I think that porn has changed my sexual appetite. So for me, you know, I'm either going to have a husband and a boyfriend, or it's going to have to be an open situation for the rest of my life, honestly.
Because truth be told, when you do porn, you are spoiled sexually, because we, as a profession, has to be the freakiest and nastiest of sluts and dirty
Well, not
dudes.
only that, but women, I don't care what you say. I don't care what any woman says. They always want to have sex with two men at the same time, at least two. Yeah. It's a lot of women's fantasy. And now that that's come true for me, I don't want to give that up. That's nice.
But see, the thing of it is, I feel that, one, I keep saying that we're still beholden to the thought of monogamy being physical. And
love are two different things. For sure.
And to me, monogamy is more mental than anything else, because we're in the age of where people want to be poly. There's open marriages. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing a poll where they said majority of women in America would like an open marriage. You know, right. A monogamous open marriage. You know what I'm saying? Where he don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, y'all can play, but there's no girlfriend involved. He ain't got no girlfriend.
Well, I think women don't have a problem with that as long as the man can't talk to the girl again after that. Like, I think a lot of women are bi-curious and bi-playful.
I've been said that. I said that a long time. Like, I think all women are bi-curious.
It's honest, you know. I really think that that's like a real thing. Like, that's a real thing for most women. You know, a lot of women obviously don't want to go ahead and admit stuff like that, or, you know, vocalize it or talk about it. But, you know, like, I definitely think that there's fantasies that women should live and have if they feel like that's what they want to do. And a lot of them just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's taboo, or they're scared, or, they don't want Karen down the street to know what they got going on. So they just changed.
I think it's they're more worried about what other people think than
Right.
them being happy with who they are and what they want.
Right. Right.
Because even to the point where, like with me, like one, I get turned on watching my wife get fucked, so that's not even an issue. And then two, on the other end of it, how many times you been at your job and there was someone that you like, damn it, I would love to, to test out their dick. You feel what I'm saying? Or dude at work like, man, I would love to fuck the shit out.
I want to know if it's pretty or not. Is it pretty? It's like, how's that look down there?
You know what I'm saying? You just want to see what's popping, and just like I feel that all men would want to be in an open relationship, it just they don't have the balls or maturity mentally for that woman to be able to be with somebody else, and they don't think that she's going to leave them. You feel what I'm coming from?
Right.
So it's to me, that's what it comes down to. That's why you probably see more older men in my age bracket be swinging with their wives or what have you than you would a 20-year-old. Because
right.
he's in his feelings.
Facts.
And the same thing with a woman. It's kind of like she know he ain't going nowhere, and and he's happy, and apparently he got to be there, been together long enough. So yeah, and then like I said too is, like I said, even us being in adult film, yeah, it's like you kind of used to doing that. So what's where I'm looking for? You kind of. What's where I'm looking for? You kind of used to it. So and why not? Because no matter what, you're gonna have to fuck somebody else other than your mate in order to make money.
Right. And so I guess the ultimate or ideal relationship, and I know that they probably go through it too, but you look at the content creators that are in relationships together, and then like they understand each other, they know what each other's going through, and maybe it's a little bit more acceptable or accepted in that situation. But I don't know what the world holds for me as far as that goes. Like, I'm completely happy and have been being single for the last 3 years, and because my whole life I was never single. Like, I was with my kid's dad for 10 years, and I was with my ex-fiance for 11. So my dating life is non-existent, actually.
Well, where I look at it is that what's the best way to put it? It is best to be single in this business. At the same token, still be open to love, because you could find somebody in the business itself.
No, I definitely feel you, but I feel like that also can be a double-edged sword, because at the end of the day, what we're doing can always be misconstrued as feelings. I have a lot of eye contact when I'm in the bedroom. That doesn't mean that I'm in love with you. So,
but that goes back to what I said about dealing with professionals and dealing with. Don't get tricked. There's some professionals that can't, but a true professional understands. Even with me, I'm gonna be frank. I'm already guaranteed to get the pussy if me and you working together. That's facts. If it's content trade, you probably wanted to fuck me anyway, because a lot of times girls pick the guy they're gonna shoot with content based off of if they will fuck them on a personal matter. They may not fuck me personally, but if the what if I had the opportunity to fuck him off camera, would I fuck him? Yes, okay, I would film with him, because it's also about that chemistry, attractability, and the whole nine with that. So, with all that being said, I know that not only that, but I'm guaranteed to get the pussy because I'm in the building to film with you, and I met you because of porn, not because we met at the bar,
right,
or Tinder, Or I saw you at the convenience store. You looking all sexy, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Why don't we exchange phone numbers? Let's hook up. No, I met you because of business. So for me to even consider anything off camera, she got to literally goddamn hit me in the head and say, motherfucker, I want to fuck you off camera. Because my thought process is never to think fucking off camera.
Not that.
Because my thought process is let me get my ass home to my wife. Even if I was single, man, let me get home. I got some shit I gotta take care of. You know, period. It's about putting on your for men, putting on your big boy pants for women, putting on your big girl panties, and realizing that this is a business.
Right.
For sure. Because especially if you're talking about getting to certain levels, the producers pay attention to that shit. They do pay attention to how you act on set with guys. They don't want no fucking complete. They want a slut, but they don't want a whore. It's a difference. they want a slut, not a whore. But for people wondering what I mean by that is, okay, they don't want a girl that when they look over there, she about to suck off the goddamn cameraman and the male talent and even throwing at the producers because they're gonna be like, is she gonna walk up on this set dirty?
Right. And at the end of the day, if you're doing all that, then your talent test don't mean dick either.
Yeah, because that means you done tapped something before you got there. Because that means your ass might have went to the bar, local pub, and well, you know what it is.
I really feel like that's the only thing that pretty much scares me is that a talent could burn a test, and then you wouldn't really know. Like you get tested on Monday, and you're supposed to shoot, for the weekend or whatever. You come into Exotica and you got all these shoots lined up, but you fuck this girl that you fuck back home and she messed with Billy and Billy is gross.
And that's the other part of this is we have to adjust our sex lives for the business.
Exactly. That's a true story though. I haven't had sex off camera since I started doing this.
The only reason why I had sex off camera because I had a wife.
Like it's crazy. Like the only other content creator that's like right here, is like Jay, and he's never here, and it's like he's got a girl, so it's like it's not there's not like anybody that's like here that I'm like fixes with, you know what I mean?
You have some people that they make their mate take a damn test, which is understandable because like I said again, first of all, that test costs. So that's a hurting feeling that not only did you pay about damn near $200-300 just to find out your ass is dirty.
Right.
And if you come up dirty, it's hard. Well, because we know not every sexual disease is permanent. Still, the trust is gone, and it's hard to. Very few people recovered from a dirty test. Very few.
Right. I'm sure.
So, but like I said, that's the reason why when they talk about dating, sex workers, we have to be extra. We got to be more careful about our dating life, our personal dating life, than the average person.
That was a huge question, like with my girlfriends. They were like, you're going to do that? That's so scary. And I'm like, why? You guys are doing whatever the fuck you're doing and nobody's being tested. I'm like, at least we're active.
Raw, baby. And fucking raw. Because it's keeping real.
Being tested. Yeah, you went to the bar and fucked Tyrone last night. You don't even know what the fuck Tyrone's last name is. Fuck you.
It just and like I said, we catch hell because of what we do, but we actually are safe with the shit. I mean, granted, yes, that test is only as good as the last person you fuck, but still, you feel me? You still dealing with someone that's tested on a regular basis, and they're also mindful of what they do offset,
right?
Because at the end of the day, our money is made based off of onset.
Yeah, I hit a talent up the other day because I'm going to Orlando this weekend, and he's like, "Look, I want to do work with you, but I'm not getting tested again until the 7th." And I'm like, "I guess we're just not going to work this time then."
And basically, in my day, we could use the health department now because motherfuckers so damn scared. Health department don't even motherfucking mean shit no more.
Yeah, but live in a shitty ass town like where I do, and the nurse, fuck that shit. I don't trust that anyway. I love the fact that and a test and know that it's not fake.
See, that's why my ass retired, because I was like, you know something, I ain't gonna just keep paying $200-something, and half the time the people that I shoot with, they don't even have the TTS, and shit, I can't get around like I want to. So I said, because I'm sorry, it's kind of like, even with me, economically sound, unless I'm going to, like, let's say the convention, right? Where I know it's going to be 5 to 6 to 8 motherfuckers that actually did the same shit as me, then that merits it. But if I only shoot, because even with my time when I was shooting maybe, once a month, twice a month, at best, depending upon who I might was able to bring this way, or what my partner might have found, or who might have traveled. It made no economical sense for me.
Right.
And like I said at the time, how you did it was you had to bring two, the month, your latest, and the month before. Because I always used to go, once a month. Used to be a time where, hell, they even allowed 30 days. But
Oh, wow.
because the frequency of how you people film nowadays, you kind of got to do the 2 weeks.
No, literally, I'm going to Orlando. Actually, my son has a football game in Orlando this weekend, which is really weird. But I'm taking the opportunity to go ahead and since he's not going to be with me, he's going to be with the team. Like, well, I'm going to go watch the football game, and since I'm in Orlando, I might as well see who's there and doing what they doing. So.
Yeah, because that's the other scary part. If you spending that money on that damn test, can't find nobody to use it with. Because I'm sorry.
I still have a test from before I left for Vegas that's still valid, so I'm good.
But at least you're in Florida, because it's kind of like I said, certain areas, certain cities, there's a lot of talent that you can mix with and talk to and connect with, especially in the North.
But they're far from me, Bobby. I live in the Northwest Panhandle. They all live down south in Tampa. Huh?
You did say you live in Panama, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm so far fetched everywhere else. Honest to God. I am moving. I'm actually looking to either move Houston, Dallas, Tampa. I thought about the Carolinas.
Come on up.
Thought about the Carolinas. And I also thought about moving back to Philly, but it's so disgusting there anymore. It's not even pretty. It's probably one of the most ugly cities in America. It's pretty at night.
The only thing with Philly is that you be close to NY. And
right.
There's a lot of fuckers up there, what have you. But shit,
yep.
But I mean,
that want to work there too.
Yeah, but I mean, with the way that you travel, I mean, that's the other thing that helps as well, because you ain't necessarily got to depend on motherfuckers to come to you. You come to them.
It's expensive to fly into Panama City anyway. Even if somebody was to come to try and fly in to see me, it's so expensive to fly into here. It's nuts. Like it literally makes more sense for me to fly to meet somebody in Atlanta than it does to get somebody to fly to come into Panama City, because it's so expensive.
See, you heard she said Atlanta, right? I always said this: nobody comes to Raleigh, Durham.
Don't.
See, that's why I said it's something you live in an area where porn is just not prevalent like that. And even though I had other people that did porn in my state, they were more concerned trying to get their ass to California than to work with somebody in their state. So
I feel that.
But I still made it happen for fucking damn near 15, almost 20 years. So
you the GOAT.
Hey, I'll take that for North Carolina, though. I wish I'm the most unknown.
The Carolinas.
But no, but I ain't gonna front. But it's funny because, like I tell my listeners, I even had listeners who like, when they go back and look at my videos, they be like, okay, we see what you're talking about. Because no, I did, for the way that we was taught. We shot like we had an actual studio. Even though I lived in North Carolina, my cameraman, his camera, trust me, cost an arm and a leg. Like, I pray to God he never dropped that bitch. Cause,
right.
Period. And he shot for major companies in the past. So it wasn't like I was, any girl that came here, they was getting quality shit.
Right.
You know, period. And to make sure they had a variety of shit. Plus, you had a male time that can go all day, which was me. You know, period. So, cause I be hearing the stories about some of these
Shout out
male
to Old School.
I be listening to some of these male times that twice a day. I'm like, twice? Like, motherfucker had to shoot like 6. Had to nut 6 times in a day, motherfucker.
Killing them. Killing them.
Or at least 4 times, cause we also did fetish videos. It depends on what fetish they were into. Then some girls like, I don't want to do that fetish shit. I want to fuck. I'm like, okay, so we just do the scenes. So, what other things you plan to dibble dabble with when it comes to generate money in this business, like such as webcamming, phone sex, and stuff like that? Because you know, popularity.
So coming. It is coming. I have to get. I know this sounds really weird, but webcamming for me is super personal. Like, I don't masturbate in front of people.
You don't have to. See, I'm gonna tell you what people get. The webcam fans is different than that of your content fans. See, it's this is what I mean by when I tell people you gotta take it serious as a business. When you think of webcamming, first of all, it's live and it's. I'm trying to find the word for it because I had it on the tip of my tongue. It's live and it's exact time. It's happening right then and there.
Right.
Live feed. So it's more about your personality and your talk game than anything else. You might make more money. You might make a shitload of money and didn't even put a dildo in your pussy. You feel me? You know, period. It just depends on the fans that you attract and what you're doing.
Yeah, I definitely have that the talk down and the voice and the whatever, but I don't know, it's so personal for me. So I'm definitely going to try here in the near future. I do a little bit of stuff on Model Centro, like get video calls and stuff like that, but most of that's like they want me to talk bad to them, which is crazy, like to
because that Italian accent, that's why.
I'm like, I'm such a nice person. Do you know how hard it is to be like, man, you have the worst. It's the littlest cock I've ever seen, you ugly motherfucker. Like, I can't do that. It's hard. Like, I'm a nice person.
but that was crazy because, like I said, even to the point, like from face sitting, some girls even been dibble dabbling in the wrestling. You know, period.
I saw that. No, actually, it's funny that you say that. Remember, I told you my very first time on camera was a threesome with a girl. Betty Brickhouse was my very first threesome. She actually a wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's a lot of fetishes. Well, for women, especially men, we name so much we can do. It's not really, but with women,
some dude was like, "You need to wrestle." I'm like, "I'm too pretty. No, I'm not wrestling. I don't want my face fucked up. Sorry."
Surprised. What about foot fetishes?
Oh, well, everybody's into that now. Like, actually, I need to start jerking people off with my feet because apparently that's the way to go these days.
Yeah, actually, I done did a foot fetish thing. I done did that too.
I wish I had a boyfriend to test it out on. I don't want to just go in cold and be like, "Hey, let me jerk your fucking dick off with my feet." Do it. It's not like a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh yeah, well, I know we're supposed to film a scene, but can I jerk you off with my feet real quick and see if that works?
Oh my God. I think with you, where your money probably would be face sitting. Oh shit.
What? You're still recording? Hello? Bobby? Hello?
Got you covered.
Somebody call the FBI. What is going on? Somebody still spewed out. My fans would never speak to me so disrespectfully. They'd be like,
But see, here's the difference between your fans and theirs.
yeah, my fans would be like,
Yeah, you see, you're a dominatrix, so
of course one man could never be enough for our goddess. You need all of them.
The Premium Smoke Podcast, where all the porn stars come to.
I do.
Shop it.
I unfortunately do know every bitch that dick has ever touched. Well, at least in the last 3 years. But scene is so hot. It's an hour long. And it was such an intense scene that I actually dropped into I dropped off into subspace during the scene.
It's causing that good habit and give you that great smoke.
Okay, literally, I knew it was that. I'm gonna put it back when he was fine. I felt like this, and I said, "What the fuck?" And yeah, I guess he wanted to get deeper, so he.
I'm sorry, bitch. Just got
he put his stomach on my back.
Sugar and spice and everything. So you can belly fuck.
Yeah, we live in a world where we love separating shit. Look at porn, for instance. You got BBW porn, BDSM porn, racial porn. Hold on. But I'm going to tell you what's interesting. Think about this. What's the name for white on white porn? I'm waiting.
Come to the dark side and let me give you that deep.
Because it also
smoke.
the best cage match ever for me is Tully Blanchard versus Magna TA, because they fought like two guys that actually had issues, and fighting is not cool. You roll around on the ground and you.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! It's crazy. But before we got broken up,
I can't remember now.
Damn it! I'm trying to think. What were we talking about? Oh yes. Curving the sex life, fucking tests, all that good shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm sorry, I just that's why I say it was just, to me, it was like, because even when I sit there and look at like the different talent and how much they have to spend for these tests, and which I don't blame why they travel the way they do, and why females use pretty much the same, group of male talents or what have you, because you kind of want somebody to spend the same money as you, which in turn makes you feel like they're serious.
Right.
It makes you feel better about shooting with them.
Right. It's all professionalism. It all goes back to, that's the most important thing to me in this.
So, because I'm sorry, it's because even with don't get it twisted. A lot of guys that get in the business, this is their only way of having sex. And it's twofold. For some of the guys, it's because, well, let's just be honest, they can't get pussy outside of porn if they tried. Others, it's because they can't get pussy outside of porn because they don't want to take the risk and fuck up their money.
Right. Right, for sure.
Oh my goodness. So I know I done talked to to death, and we done been broken up twice during this. So tell everybody where they can spend money on you, baby.
Right now I have many vids out. I'm building my website as we speak. I trashed 2 of them already because I didn't like the way they looked. But I do have many vids, and I have OnlyFans, and you can follow me on Twitter. All my links, /Charisma DeLuca. But everywhere, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, I've been seeing you on the TikTok with that pretty face.
You know,
in the gym working out.
I be trying to TikTok, but I'm really bad at it. So I'm practicing. But I also have FetLife. I'm not really on it much. That's more for personal use as far as that goes. That's for me. But find my stuff, search me, find me, Charisma DeLuca. I don't think anybody else has that name on the internet.
Oh no. Your name is unique as you are, sexy. For real. They go that lip, they bite that lip. Damn. So with that being said, Miss Lady, because there's a lot we didn't even get to, I plan to bring you back.
Great.
I want you to come back to the lounge. So with that being said, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Hell yeah.
And I can't wait to meet you face to face.
I know. We're going to have to make that happen, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because I want my hug,
Definitely.
I want my hug. So with that being said, people, y'all know where to go spend that good hard-earned money on her. And you know how we end this all day, every damn day here on the Smokers Lounge. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke this over. Say goodbye to the people, baby.
Bye. Thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate it.
Same here, baby. Yo, it's time. It's time. It's time for the Blasian Goddess Hour.
Drop the hammer on my Snap account. My Snapchat. So I think what I'm going to do is I have it, but I'm just not going to be active on there because, again, people don't listen, and they don't listen to when you're like, hey, I only chat on, on OnlyFans or my website, and they still
like product on both of them at the same time. So
right,
it's no advantage for me to get both of them because what you want is both of them. Motherfuckers spend money on both.
Right, so with mine, it's different because, to be honest, the free subscription, if you just want clips, that's all there's available. Because I post different pictures on my free site than I do my membership site.
Whether it's hair color, whether it's wigs, or what have you, period. But then also at the same token, like with you, I like your hair the way it is because, like I said, it's that retro, it's sexy, it's different. It actually makes you stand out from the herd even more.
Well, you know what's so funny? Because when I straighten my hair, I get two reactions. I used to straighten my hair a lot when I was younger, and I get people who either love it or people who absolutely hated it. I never understood why. And I think I just got to a point like, I just kind of do what I want with my hair. No.
And someone asked me, like, well, why don't you see, like, some really big titties? I said, dude, that's a lot of weight for them to run.
Well, when you're an athlete, it's about performance. Your body's based off what you're doing, and it has to be suitable for what you're doing. So when I was a sprinter, I looked like a sprinter, right? I was smaller. When I was a weightlifter, I
the
looked
Premium
like
Smoke Room, exclusive on Spotify, every first and third Thursday of the month. Check us out.